It's 2021, so let's talk about the AirPods. We currently have three options when it comes to wireless music for iPhones, like original from Apple. So you have the original AirPods, AirPods Pros, and the AirPods Max. The AirPods Max are just too expensive for regular people, and only those who just want to have like a luxury look or whatever are gonna buy those. So mostly people are gonna be deciding between the regular AirPods and the AirPods Pros. And it's been a while since either of these have been released, and the price hasn't really changed that much, especially when you're buying them brand new, and I would definitely recommend you doing that, because it's always a good idea to have like a clean AirPods to use. So there are some very important things that you have to pay attention to when buying AirPods. First of all, when you buy the original ones, there is one size that either fits you or doesn't. So there is nothing else what you can do about it. On the other hand, the Pros have three sizes. So there are like three options for the buds that you can switch and replace in order for them to fit better. One tip I would give you is simply go to the Apple Store and ask them to try it out. Like, I definitely tried out the AirPods Pros when I first bought them, and this really helped me a lot. But even though I tried them out in the Apple Store, once I started using them a lot more, then I've noticed that they can really easily fall out of my ears. Like, that is of course a thing very specific to a person using them, but for me, the size just doesn't make sense, and every time I literally laugh out with the AirPods Pros in my ears, they slip out. It just happens all the time. By the way guys, if you are new on this channel, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss the next videos like this one, and hopefully it's gonna help you in the future. You can support this video with your thumbs up. We're getting close to 100k, so I would definitely appreciate every subscribe, and yeah, let's continue with the video. Another difference or thing to pay attention to when deciding between the AirPods and the AirPods Pros is the sound, of course. Like, this may sound obvious, but I definitely expected the AirPods Pros to sound better, which in my personal opinion didn't really happen. The sound is very clear on the Pro model, even more than on the regular. So for podcasts or videos or some radio stations or whatever, this is the best or better option from these two. But for some really deep music, like that has a lot of bass, then I personally have to say that the original AirPods sound better when it comes to bass and the deep sound. Of course, this may be my personal opinion and you don't have to share that, but I'm just giving you my thoughts because I've been using these two AirPods extensively for a longer period of time, and these are my thoughts. So if you have the option to try both of these, then just do it, and it's gonna make it so much easier for you. But on the other hand, the price difference isn't really that big that you would expect like a huge jump in the sound quality. But if the Pros are more expensive and they're also called Pro, you would expect the sound to be a little bit better. I mean, just my personal opinion. As you probably know, when you buy the Pro model, you only have the option to go with the wirelessly charging case. But if you're going for the original AirPods, you can actually decide between the regular case and the one that you can charge wirelessly. And there's a $40 difference. It's up to you. I mean, I don't know if I can actually say that it is worth it. To be honest, like it's a nice feature to put it on a wireless charger, but there is absolutely no problem to simply stick it in, like to use the cable. So in case you just want to save $40, just do it. You're not gonna lose any functionality with this. I mean, it's just only a different way of charging. So I do not think that you need to buy the wirelessly charging AirPods case for the original AirPods. One tip I would also give you is to simply buy a case for the AirPods. Like, I can give you some links, it's somewhere in the description, you can check it out at Amazon. I mean, it really doesn't matter which one you use, but the white case, it's gonna get scratched, it's gonna get like stainy, I don't know how to explain it, but you can take a look at my AirPods. These I've used for a longer period of time, and this is what happened to them. Like, you can see, I cannot even explain it. I don't know if it's something that would go off if I would just really clean it. I have no idea, but it looks bad, and it even feels different in the hand when you use the case. For example, on the Pros, I bought a case from AliExpress for like a couple of bucks, so it's okay. You can try it out if you want, but I would definitely recommend you getting one. And speaking of keeping the AirPods clean, well, since on the AirPods Pro you can actually detach the buds, you can literally take them off, it means that it's easier to clean them. Whereas on the original AirPods, it's like universal fit, it's just one piece, so you would probably have to use like a cotton swabs to clean out the AirPod. I mean, it's not really a problem, but I'm just saying that it's a little bit easier to clean the AirPods Pro. You can get free engraving original from Apple on both of the options, so there isn't much to talk about in here. Plus, of course, I'm not going over the obvious things, like you can open up apple.com and read all the differences or features of the AirPods Pro. I mean, you of course know about the noise cancellation or the transparent mode. I mean, these are the things that you have on the AirPods Pros, but you don't have on the original AirPods. Plus, one very important thing that I didn't really pay attention to, you can pause the music on the AirPods Pro, but you cannot do it on the original AirPods. And I think that this is a crucial feature. Like, there is a button on the stem of the AirPods, which you can actually tweak and make it do different things, but for pausing music, I think it's perfect, and you don't really have that on the original AirPods. On the originals, you just have to take them out of the ear, and it just stops. The music is gonna be paused, but you cannot really keep them in and pause the music anyway. Both of these options lack volume control, so there isn't really much when it comes to the decision. You only have volume control on the Airpods Max. There you have the digital crown, which can serve as the volume control thing, so there is that. But yeah, I think that I've compared, or I've said everything what I wanted in this video. Hopefully it helped you, and if there are other things that you would like to share, or some thoughts that you would like to share, then of course do it in the comments section. Thank you very much for watching. See you guys later in the next video. Peace out, guys.